Recovery is a national initiative we've been working on for the last 3 years. It's based on a vision of restoring 10,000 kilometers over the next 20 years. That's a challenge of about 500 kilometers a year, and we're right on schedule. We've restored nearly 1,000 kilometers over the last 3 years based on initial investment by the Commonwealth Government of $3 million, which we've been able to quadruple and build a $12 million program.
Greening Australia's River Recovery Program is a community, business and government partnership focusing on 15 rivers nationally. We've involved at least 50 partners from CMAs and NRM bodies to business. In particular, we've done a lot with the generosity of Alcoa, a founding alliance member of the program, and Macquarie Foundation from Macquarie Bank. One of River Recovery's objectives is to share our understanding that our rivers are our natural infrastructure and are just as important as our highways and hospitals, that without sound investment in natural infrastructure, we won't have quality water. Living, healthy rivers deliver quality water to millions of Australian households and water to sustain our rural productivity in our agricultural exports.
And the cheapest way to deliver quality water is from quality catchments that are well covered with native vegetation, with healthy, diverse riparian buffers and filtering strips. And this is the vision that we take forward for the next 20 years.
River Recovery is based on practical, simple technology that is restoring riparian habitat metre by metre, kilometre by kilometre. What makes River Recovery different is the scale.
All of our on-ground works for River Recovery are based on sound scientific understanding and planning. In partnership with the Nature Conservancy, all of our on-ground works have been put through a conservation action planning program to ensure that we understand the threatening processes and to ensure that our strategies and on-ground works are the most effective they can be for every dollar that have been invested by our partners and for every hour that has been contributed to our many thousands of volunteers.
River Recovery on-ground works have facilitated the restoration of over 3,000 hectares of riparian habitat through fencing, weed removal, control of stock, off-creek watering points and revegetation with diverse local native species. This is rebuilding the natural infrastructure of these creeks and rivers to deliver better quality water. Greening Australia has been involved in prize-winning engineering works in those critical locations to promote bank stabilisation and gully protection.
Greening Australia would like to use the Thiess Prize to support our professional and passionate staff and our partners in developing their skills in river restoration, their skills in community engagement, and their skills at communicating the outcomes of our work. Secondly, Greening Australia would like to use the prize to set up a postgraduate research fund to examine the environmental outcomes to ensure that Greening Australia is a learning, adaptive organization. I'm passionate because as a research scientist, I have an intimate knowledge of the remarkable arteries of biodiversity that are rivers. I'm also pained about the condition of tens of thousands of kilometers of our rivers that have been stressed through over-allocation of water, overgrazing of the stream banks, over-clearing. And I'm passionate about communicating that our rivers are our national arteries, our national highways that deliver quality water that sustain our remarkable and unique biodiversity. River Recovery has this long-term vision. This cannot be done by a few individuals. My pain and my passion is not worth much unless it is coordinated and galvanized through initiatives like River Recovery.
River Recovery is an inspired program that's about engaging with all Australians who rely so heavily on our nation's river systems. It's about putting something back and encouraging many to take small, practical actions so that together we can create positive outcomes on a larger scale that will last for generations.